is a journey into a world that knows no limits, where swinging fun meets love, hearts entwined.
Hello, we are the Polyquad Life Podcast. I am Charlie, and joining me on this beautiful Saturday afternoon are my usual quad partners. We have Marie,
Hi.
we have Ray,
Hello.
and Nicole.
Hello.
First off, we want to apologize. It's been a minute. Quad has been awfully busy,
Extremely busy.
extremely busy, so we're finally getting down to catch everybody up. The last time we talked to you all, it was right before we were going on our vacation and commitment ceremony and everything. So we are here to discuss our beautiful commitment ceremony we had on the beach in
It was
Florida.
beautiful.
It was awesome.
Yes, it
Except for the
So
was.
damn wind.
yeah. So before that, let's talk just getting to Florida.
So we're gonna go over Friday.
Yeah, so we were flying down Friday. Ceremony was on Saturday,
Well, hold
and we
on a
got on the
second.
cruise on Sunday.
Yeah, but hold on a
So
second. So Ray and I spent the night here Thursday, and we just took our car. Everybody, because it's a bigger car, we were able to put everything in it. And we were leaving it there. That way, as when we got back,
mm,
we would have a car.
yeah,
So we'll start with yeah.
we'll
We'll
start
start
with
with
that.
that.
So we get to the airport.
Best laid plans.
Yeah, so we get to the airport, and get checked in. Our bags weighed 49.5 pounds and 49.8 pounds.
We were right on the
We
money
were
there,
right on the money.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
making
just
every
barely.
ounce count.
just barely. We got every ounce that we could on in there without having to pay the overage.
Well, and
So,
that was just our bags that we checked. We
yeah.
each had a carry-on bag and a personal item. I mean,
Yes.
we did
Yeah.
not exactly travel light, but
No, we did not. So let's start with, we get checked in, we get through security
Flawlessly.
flawlessly, no problem, no problem. We're sitting.
Well, no,
no,
hold
not
on. We did
entirely.
have some
N N
issues with
Nicole
Oh,
security.
yeah, who got
Nicole's bag
searched?
got checked.
Your
Nicole
your bag got
nope,
checked
nope,
No,
nope.
on
my bag got
your
checked.
bag got
Nicole's
checked.
bag got checked
Nicole's
on the way
bag.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, we were going on a cruise and we had magnets and they were all stuck together. So as we're in security, the woman's going through my bag and she's like looking for something. I'm like, if you tell me where you're looking for, I can tell you where it's at or I can tell you what it is. She goes, "Oh no, I just have to go through it." I was like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Hold on, are you going on a cruise?" And I was like, yeah." She's like, "Do you have magnets?" Yeah. Oh, okay, that's it. But before that, Charlie got pulled to the side because his belt set off an alarm or something like that. So,
Yeah, I had to get searched. The
yeah.
guy got real personal with me.
Uh, and then they told because we're in line, and Ray was like, "At least you don't have to take your shoes off anymore."
Yeah,
And they look at me and go, take your shoes off.
yeah.
Yeah, he had to take his shoes off, take his belt off, and as we're standing in line, we're like, "Ray, did you remember to take your knife off your belt?" And he goes, "Yes." And then they're like, "Well, you might wanna take your belt off anyway. While you're at it, take your shoes off." He's like, "Seriously?"
Yeah. So we got through security. It was a little hiccup, but there was no line.
No.
It was
And the
pretty
people
easy.
were polite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
TSA was
I
pretty
have dealt
nice.
with plenty of TSA agents that think they're the FBI or something,
Yeah.
and everybody's trying to commit a crime, and they're
Well,
like, "Yeah, it's probably nothing,
yeah.
just."
What was it that the one woman was like, "No, put it on the belt," and the other people
Yes.
were like, "No, leave it in your hand. We're trying to prove a point."
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't even
I
remember.
think it was somebody's belt. It might have been my belt.
Yeah,
No,
there
I don't
was something, the TSA agents at the helping you get your things onto
the belt,
the
like the
belt to
scanner.
go to the scanner, and the TSA agent all women, by the way, the TSA
There's
agent that
one
was
male. Yeah.
running the body scanner wanted one thing and the other 2 wanted something else, and it was just a constant and
Constant,
we're like,
yeah,
"We
back
don't
and
know."
forth.
Okay, what just
They were like, "No, just take it with you. We're trying to prove a point." We're like, "Okay." I don't even know what it was. It was something simple. It might have been Ray's belt,
it
but
might
I
have been
thought
a
it was
cell
something in my hand. I
phone.
don't know. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter,
It,
but
it
we
Yeah.
got
was
through
definitely
TSA.
definitely a lack of communication there. Who wanted what?
I think
Yeah.
it was one person trying to
Ego trip.
Yeah, like an ego trip. Ugh, another ego trip. And then the other ones were like, "No, this is not how we do things."
Not necessary,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
necessary, but anyways, it didn't really
So
matter.
so anyway, we get through security, and we decided, you have to have the mandatory drink once you get through security when you have
And a few
time.
bites to eat
Few
because
bites to
it
eat.
was I don't even we
That was
were
noonish, 1.
noonish, yeah, we're at
Yeah, we didn't have
lunchtime.
breakfast or anything.
Hadn't had breakfast,
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's lunchtime, whatever. I do wanna state, um, for any listeners that may actually know me fairly well, I was actually ahead of schedule.
Damn
For
right she
once.
was.
I
We
was
were
Yeah.
in
ahead
the
of
car and on the
schedule.
way before we were
I'm
planning on
sorry,
leaving.
wait, did you say for once?
Not that I'm any better. I never said I was any better.
So, notoriously, I am the one, running with my hair on fire 15 minutes late out the door, at least to get on a plane, okay?
Yeah.
Ray and I are the same way,
But
but
not
she
necessarily
definitely
every place else, but, definitively to get on a plane. I do not like to pack until the last minute because then
might need
I
stuff.
pack things and then I'm like, "No, I need that," and then I gotta drag it back out. It's pointless. But anyways, I want to state that for the record for
Yeah.
any of the listeners that know me, and there we
We
go.
all had our list of things we wanted to pack, and Charlie literally had planned out his outfits from day to day, and, of
That's
course, he
right.
was packed for weeks ahead of
I
schedule.
was packed 10 days before.
Okay,
Yeah,
Not
well,
2
that's
weeks,
it's
not
close
3
to 2
weeks,
weeks. It's close to 2 weeks.
10 days.
yeah,
Close to
well
and that means, sir, that you have entirely too many clothes.
yeah, well, Ray and I had a list. It was like, well, a lot of our stuff is up at Charlie and Marie, so we literally just threw our stuff from home, threw it in bags. We're like, okay, we'll figure it out once we get up there. We spent the night before a couple hours, like making sure we had everything, putting everything in our bags and
Mhm.
everything else.
Taking in the weight of
Checking the
Checking
everything.
the
weight,
weight.
yeah, because one bag was extremely too heavy.
Yeah.
So we had to move everything around, and Ray and Marie were like, "Heavy stuff in your carry-on."
Yep.
All the shoes. We're like, "Yeah, okay." So we sat down for lunch.
Yeah,
We
we
had
sit
our
down for
drink.
lunch, and we're excited,
We
and
went to the Bengals bar in there. Is
yeah,
that what it
the Bengals
was?
bar at CVG Airport in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
yeah, Northern Kentucky. We were just relaxing and having a drink, getting excited, and then we were talking about the ceremony
Well,
and
I looked
everything.
over and I was like, "Guys, we're getting married tomorrow."
And I said, "Oh,
Oh, no, there was
uh,
definitely a
it was a
Yeah,
different sound. I don't know I can make it again
no,
because literally it came from my gut." It was a gut reaction.
somebody forgot to pack the dress.
do do do.
And
Dun,
everybody's like, "Are you
dun,
sure? Are you sure?" And I
dun.
was like, "Yeah, I can tell you exactly where it's hanging. It is still hanging there.
Well,
I
she had
noticed."
left it there, I think, until last minute. She wanted to pack it to make sure it was on top
Mm.
in her carry-on, and yeah, that didn't happen. So,
So, the miss who was 15 minutes early and ready to go forgot her dress. So
okay,
then the panic sets in.
panic definitely sets in because
Thank
this is
God.
the only dress that she has never had to have
Yeah,
fixed. Like,
I've
have
never had to and I've always had to have at least I mean, I'm not talking everyday casual wear, but dressy
dressier.
yeah,
dresses, it is the only one I have never had to have altered.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So
it was perfect for
we
her.
make a phone call, dad to the rescue. He was coming over to the house to watch the pups, and he just happened to be close by.
Thank God.
Thank God. Gets it, gets it to FedEx. We give him the address to the hotel we're staying at.
And how much was this FedEx?
$183 later
3 times the cost nah, almost 3 times the cost of the dress.
to
Yeah.
overnight ship it to the hotel first AM 11 before 11 AM delivery. I think the dress got to Florida before we did.
Did it?
It was
Potentially,
probably it could have been.
Yeah,
potentially.
well, we didn't get a notification. Yeah, like, it got there.
Yeah.
Well, dad also paid for he supposedly paid for extra packaging to make sure it was great and everything
Yeah,
else. It gets there and it's literally just in a
yeah,
bag.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
all up
So
in a bag.
yeah,
crisis number 1 converted.
Averted,
avert it.
averted.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Averted from the, forgotten dress. Um, so now we can now definitely need a drink.
right?
Marie out of all of us
Yeah.
needed another drink. So we get another drink
We went
and
to
we
another bar.
went to another bar,
Got another drink.
got another drink, and then we decided, okay, let's head over to the gate,
Yeah.
waited a little bit, and we started boarding.
It was literally only like a 20-minute wait that we
Yeah.
waited after everything.
Yeah.
And then the gate agent from hell.
Oh my god, that
So
woman.
I'll start off by prefacing that we did use some money saving techniques by buying the least expensive tickets, which put us in zone 8, the last one to board. Okay. Anybody that knows Charlie or has traveled with Charlie in particular will tell you that that's not good because literally the second that they say it's time to board, it doesn't matter what zone we're in. Charlie is up and just waiting for his zone to be called
Same.
to jump into line. Like he cannot sit still and
And
just
this is
wait
why
for your
I
damn
fly business
zone.
class because I can be one of the first ones on the plane.
I don't understand it because 'cause you've purchased your seat, it's there, it's the seat that you've either picked or has been assigned to you, it's not going anywhere, it really does not matter when you get on the
Right.
plane.
I mean, all seats are assigned now. It's not like it used to be where it was like first come, first
Yeah.
serve. I really don't understand why they load the plane from front to back. I
Yeah,
mean, it would be so much more economical. It would go faster if you loaded it from
from back
back
to
to
front,
front like
which
they
we
used
were
to.
fairly close to the back, so but anyways, the
Anyway,
gate agent from hell.
gate agent from hell.
Well, I mean, okay, so we have to preface this by saying, and don't get me wrong, there were two of them up there, and I am the most open, person. I will accept anyone for who they are, okay? We're gonna say that first. But she was making all the announcements, and because of her accent, it was so strong and
It
so
was
deep,
and so thick.
so
Nobody
thick.
could understand
No
a
one, like,
word of it. We were literally standing around asking each other, just not just us, other
the entire
people,
flight, we're
they
like,
were
"What
all
did
like,
she
"What did
say?"
she
We couldn't
say? What did
understand
she say?
anything.
What did she say? What are we doing?"
Yeah, we
Yeah.
couldn't understand anything that she said, so
And I think
there
she
was that.
was holding the mic
She
too
was holding
close
it
to her
way too
mouth as
close to her
well.
mouth. Her accent was very extremely thick, we couldn't understand anything, and I
Yeah.
thought it was me at first because I have hearing issues. No, no
No,
one could understand what she was
It
saying.
was bad.
it
Yeah,
And
was yeah.
right then and there, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be a problem," because there's somebody up at the
counter.
counter trying to switch their seats,
Mm,
and she's immediately back talking them already.
well, I didn't see that.
Oh, I did, and I was
Okay.
like, "Oh, let's just get on this plane."
Yeah, okay. So, anywho, so we're all waiting in line, and you could actually see a couple people that were scanning, and like, they would go to the back of the line, and we were like, "Okay, well, maybe" I was thinking maybe they're in the wrong
Group.
boarding
Zone,
line,
yeah.
boarding
Yeah.
wrong
Yes.
group, yeah. Nope.
She
Yeah.
made half that line go back and get in. I mean, it was a good 20, 25 people.
I don't think
No, no,
it
no,
was
in
not
the
that
front
many.
at
At
first,
At
at
first,
First,
at
first?
yeah.
first.
She
Okay.
kept on going back because the problem was they were running out of space for the carry-ons.
Yeah.
Per
Per
her
her
assessment
for her assessment.
from
So
outside the plane at the gate counters,
yeah, so
not on the plane.
whenever we checked in, because we did the online check-in, it said that we could, check our carry-on bags for free, and we're like, we would rather keep them with us." We had our vapes in there, we had our medications in there, things that you are not allowed to check. I mean, it literally says, "You cannot put this in your checked bag." So that's what we had in our carry-on. So we did not check them because that's what we had. Plus, like I had my dress and mine and, Charlie and Ray had their outfits in case our luggage got lost. We wanted to be able to have that for the next day.
Minimal chances because we had a straight through flight, but, things do happen. Anybody
Yeah.
that's traveled knows these things happen. So, yeah,
Yeah.
we did not want to check them. So we get down to Ray, what'd you say it was, 8 people?
Yeah, it was about 8 people, and
Include so 4 other people besides the 4 of us, right?
Yeah.
right, and they had that same she had that same 8 people go through that line
Over and over because
multiple times. I know
what
at
she
least
would
3 times.
yeah, what she was saying, well, if you don't want to check your bag, then you need to go back to the back of the line. So we kept doing that. And it was just over and over. And at one point, Marie looks at her and she goes, "These are the same people that you keep sending to the back of the line.
And
There's no one
no
left."
one wants to check their bag. So, in every flight I've ever been on, I mean, there's been sometimes I've had to. I've gotten on the plane, there has not been any space left. You come back out, you don't even have to come all the way back out. You just come out to where the folks are standing at the end of the gangway, and they'll tag your bag, hand you the end of the tag, and they take it, and you get back on your plane and get it's not a big deal, folks. But
Right, and
she
then
Right.
whenever you get off the plane, it's sitting right
it's sitting
there,
right
it's not
there.
at the
Right.
carousel.
Right, it's not a huge deal, so but she would not she kept saying, "Well, we don't want you to waste your time going all the way down there, and then you've gotta come all the way back," and I'm like, "Literally, again, lady, I'm telling you, these are the last 8 people to board the flight. None of us want to check our bags, so just let us all go down there. If there isn't room, then we'll hand them to the agent at the end of the gateway." She wasn't having that.
Right. She even looked at you at one point and go, "Well, if you don't wanna check your bag, then we'll get you on a different flight."
Yes.
She said, "I'm not gonna hold up the entire
Well,
flight for
and
you."
yeah, but here's the thing. First, she was already holding up the flight,
Mhm.
but actually even before that, I said to Charlie, I said, "Okay, just go ahead and pull the veterans card. Let's just get this over and done with so we can get on this plane and get going." So he does. Now, mind you, this typically results in
Everyone in your
everyone
party.
in your party also going onto the plane. No, they're going to let him go and keep the 3 of us behind.
Yeah, and he had his check bag, no problem whatsoever. She's like, "Oh, go ahead."
Yeah, thank you for your service,
Yeah, and then
but
Marie's
I'm
like, "Well,
gonna
that's my husband." She goes, "Yeah, well, he's a veteran." She goes, "Yeah, and I deal with him. That's my
yeah,
husband."
yeah. I've done my service too.
Yeah. So, literally, we're sitting there trying to tell her, "We have medicine in here. We have vapes in here, things that we cannot check." And she's like, "Well, do you wanna go through it and get them out?" "No, I'm not gonna stand here and go through my bag
No,
and get these things
and I'm
out."
not gonna and then I'm gonna have to take stuff out of my personal item and put it into the carry I'm like, "I'm not standing here when literally this could be over with in a few minutes if you would just let us go."
Right.
So she offers to put me on another flight, and I basically threw the bag.
Oh, yeah, and Charlie stayed in behind her because 'cause I'm trying to talk her down. I'm like, "Dawn, just go with it, just it's fine." And she's throwing a fit. I turn around, look at Charlie, and I'm like, "I don't know what else to do." And he literally drops to his knees,
I'm like,
face
we're not
turns
going to
white,
Florida.
like, literally having a panic attack. And then finally he was like, "Marie, just give her the bag and let's go." And that's the thing is we didn't even give her the bag. She tagged the bag and we still had to take it with
Yeah.
us.
And what I should have done is taken the damn tag off of it and walked right onto the plane with it.
Yeah,
And
we
when the and we
probably they that's just it. There was so much storage that was
well, yeah, and
Yeah.
the
left.
Yeah.
flight attendant's like, "What's
What
the
is taking
holdup?"
so
I
long?
was like,
Yeah.
So
"The gate agent from hell up there is."
I think I called her a Nazi. My
Yeah.
apologies to anybody that that offends, but I do believe that's what I called
I
her.
mean,
And she seemed like she was on a
she was
power
on a power
trip.
She was on
trip.
a power trip,
Yeah.
and I was like, and there was
And we tried
I
pleading
counted
with
at
the other
least
gate
8
agent, and she just
empty
stood by and let it
Empty
happen.
spots on the plane.
8 empty, completely empty overhead bins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely empty bins. More than enough to fit.
And the flight attendant was
Everything.
like, "I told her there's more than enough room, and I've
Yeah.
told her 3 times now."
Right.
And I was like, "Well, this is the reason the plane hasn't left yet."
Yeah. And then
And
she got upset.
yeah, and
And I
next
don't know if they walked up and talked to her or
yeah,
what they were doing, but they were like, "We'll take care of it."
yeah,
Of course. I mean, I know that you emailed them. Did you ever hear anything back about all of that?
no.
No, didn't think so. I mean, it's not like we were
That's
looking
okay.
for
We
free
have an
flights or
inside
anything,
Delta
but
connection, and
Yeah.
actually, I was supposed to tell that inside Delta connection over a beer, but I forgot that I fell asleep and forgot I was supposed to be meeting with them, so
oh,
Yeah.
oops. Well,
Uh,
yeah, so we finally get on the plane after all of that.
and they're like, "Fasten seatbelts." Literally, fasten your seatbelts, ladies and
Like,
gentlemen.
literally, we got on the plane, sat down, and they were taxiing out immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Par
Eh
for the course on the on
yeah.
this trip.
And now we get ready to take off, and literally the pilot goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, there's some thunderstorms rolling through. It's gonna be a bumpy takeoff." He failed to mention it was gonna be a bumpy takeoff, bumpy mid w
The
m
entire thing was bumpy,
the
Oh my
folks.
entire
god,
thing.
and guys, since I've gotten older and I have children, I have grandchildren, I'm like, I always think of things that can go wrong, like on roller coasters. Like literally the whole time going through my head, if this thing comes off the track, what are my kids gonna do? La la la. So I'm like nervous about this takeoff. And then he says this, and then the entire flight.
And I have flown a lot. I have
Yeah.
flown a
I've
lot.
flown a fair amount as
Um,
well.
and it had to be probably in my top 3, bumpy is some most turbulent
At one point, I guarantee
ride.
we dropped a couple 100 feet at
Oh, yeah,
once.
we did.
Yes,
That and
definitely.
literally,
Yeah.
I was
My butt
I
came out of the seat at one time because
yeah, and I
Mine did
looked
too,
up
and that's the
waiting for the things
first
to drop.
time and
yeah,
I've been on quite a few flights too, and
yeah,
that's the first time that it left the seat. I'm like,
yeah,
"Ooh, I had your seatbelt on."
Yeah,
yep.
I was waiting for the oxygen things to drop. That's how
Yeah,
far down we dropped so quickly.
it was probably the most turbulent ride, and it was
The
bless the
seatbelt light stayed on
yeah, bless the pilot. I
95%
mean,
of the
he tried
time.
everything. He tried changing
Yeah.
course, changing altitude,
Yeah,
and he was like, "I'm doing everything I can to try to smooth this out."
yeah,
I
But,
didn't we honestly got to the point where I was like, "There's no way," because we were maybe 45 minutes
our
from our
destination.
yeah,
destination. I didn't think there was any way that we were gonna have beverage and
that was the
snacks
quickest
service,
beverage service
but
I've
I'm
ever
telling you,
had on
like,
a plane.
literally,
It
of
was
course,
pretty
and being
much
at the back of the plane, we were the
yeah,
last ones that got served, right?
they're
I mean,
throwing you the
I
drink. "Here,
that basically
here,
throwing
And then
drink."
there's somebody right behind
and
them
your
with the
snack, and
trash
then
bag, like,
you
"Here, put your shit in here."
you get one bite and one drink in, and they're like,
Alright, throw it away."
yeah,
Throw it
throw it
away.
away, and it's
They're
like,
like, "Chug. Okay, here's a trash can,
Yeah,
and moving on."
yeah. Yeah, so it was a very bumpy, anxiety-inducing
Yeah.
flight. We get to Florida, and it's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful in Florida. We were down in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale area and, absolutely gorgeous that day when we landed.
Mhm.
Getting a rent a car, no problem there.
No.
Uh,
But you
Actually
do you
upgraded us.
yeah,
yeah,
do you
upgrade every
realize, though, that the rental car place was like, you could literally throw
walk
a stone to you couldn't walk to it, though, because
because
they're
all
like
the
the
construction.
like,
Yeah.
you couldn't get across because there was, like,
There
a
was like a
hole
split
there.
in there.
So you
So, like, when
could
you walked out, in all reality, it was on the other side. So you
Oh,
had to
yeah.
go all the way around everything
Yeah, so we got
to
on
get
the
to it.
little terminal thing, and they
yeah, the little
drove
terminal
us
bus.
in a circle to get to the rental car place. We coulda walked, but we literally would have had to walk up
Yeah.
go outside, walk up to the next terminal. Yeah, it was easier just to get
Yeah,
on
they did
the
upgrade us, got a nice car.
Yep.
So,
We had
Got to
plenty
our
of room in it,
hotel, checked
yeah,
in.
plenty of room,
which we
checked
had
in.
ordered our flowers to be delivered to the hotel, and Charlie, you had called them and was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, flowers are gonna be delivered." So
they
we get
did.
there, our flowers are there.
Yeah,
In our room, yep.
No, they weren't
No,
in
they
our
were at the
room.
desk,
They gave
that's
them to
right, they were
front
Charlie, they were
desk.
at the front
right.
desk, and then,
Oh.
as Charlie's checking in, he's like, "Oh, by the way, we have another, package arriving."
It's coming tomorrow, and for everyone that's on their seat about the dress, showed up at 9:30 the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get there, and then, of course, it got there, it had to be hung up because it was a little wrinkly because it was shoved in the bag, but that was the day that we had our ceremony, and Marie and I had to go to 2 different places because apparently what
Hold on,
Oh,
we're not done with
hold on,
Friday
hold on a minute.
yet.
Well,
we're
you're
not done with
missing
Friday?
part
Yeah,
there.
we're not done with
We're
Friday
not
yet.
done with Friday.
Okay.
So we go to
Oh,
dinner.
yeah.
Yeah, we go to dinner, stop at, get some
Of course, it
stop
was Mexican because
yeah.
that's Nicole's favorite.
Yeah, so we stopped, got some margaritas, went to a grocery store, just got a few odds and then things at the hotel. Get back, we're kind of just crashing. It's been a long, bumpy flight
Yeah.
down.
Well, we were gonna stop at the hotel bar and grab a bottle of wine, and they closed, like, 30 minutes early, so
Yeah.
you had to get it from the front desk, which
And
was fine.
then Ray's phone
Oh my
rings.
And
god. So we're sitting
Yeah.
there
we're
watching
sitting, watching TV, relaxing, catching up on text messages, Facebook messages, all that sort of thing,
Yeah.
and Ray's phone rings, and so we'll let Ray.
Yes, our youngest daughter, which is 17, our youngest daughter, which is 17, calls, and she's screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming,
Screaming
and
so
it's
loud that
and cry.
we
I
and
we
could hear
crying,
it, and I can't hear shit.
right, we
and
could
it
all
was
hear
one
it.
of those, it's like, "I cannot understand what you're saying. Calm down. You're still alive. I can tell you're alive." Um, so she had some friends in the car,
Well, it was
and
prom night.
yeah, okay, yeah, it was prom
It was
night.
prom night.
Had some friends in the car and took a turn a little too wide, and
Well,
And
hold
it
on a
was
second.
raining,
It
and
was raining, and the road that they were on is an extremely dangerous road. That curve is extremely dangerous. Like, our middle daughter had a friend that actually died in that curve. There's been several wrecks in that curve.
Yeah, it's
So,
a
yeah,
it
dangerous
it's
is.
curve.
dangerous. And, well, they'd gone off the road a little bit, and they took out a mailbox and did a fairly good job at taking out the mailbox.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and they're sitting there, like, hyperventilating, trying to tell him.
yeah. Got
So
her calm down. It's like, "Are you okay? Everybody okay?" She's
well,
like,
hold on, before that, Ray literally jumps up, starts to put on his clothes like, "I'm on my way." I can't be there.
Yeah. Sorry. Dad, natural reaction. Child in trouble. Dad's coming to help.
Yeah.
No, 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 I can't do that.
Yeah,
Uh,
so while he's on the phone with them, I call my parents, which they're about 20 minutes away from where they're at, but they're already in bed, so it's gonna take them a minute to get there. And then I realize how close they are to our oldest daughter and our son-in-law's house, so I call him, and he gets on his way too, so
yeah. So they end up calming down, send me some pictures. They about definitely smashed the windshield in, had to be replaced and all.
it
Um,
literally looked like they hit someone, and that was, like, their aspirate. That's how bad it
yeah, it
at least
was
it didn't shatter
3/4 of the
Hey,
everything,
I
though.
mean,
windshield
she
was
did a good
folded to the
job. I
She
mean,
inside.
if you
did a
were to
good
take out the
job.
mailbox, she took out the mailbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely
Well,
took out the
apparently this
mailbox.
mailbox was concreted in because it's happened so many times,
Yeah.
like, that people have taken out this mailbox, which goes to show you it wasn't, all her
Right. And they ended up the people that owned the mailbox was real nice about it. They ended up walking up there,
to tell him.
to tell
Mhm.
them. They're like, "No big deal. You're actually the first person lots of people have taken it out. You're the first person to come up here and claim it."
Yeah, thank you for taking responsibility.
Um, literally, my son-in-law was going to put the mailbox in for him. They're like, "Nope." They sent him a link from Home Depot, I think it
On the
was.
one they
"Here's the
want, yeah.
mailbox I want." They went and bought him the mailbox, brought it to him. They're like, "I'm retired. I'll put it in. Thank you. I appreciate you claiming up to it."
Yeah,
So
like,
they
literally
were
that was it,
yeah.
so we get all that taken care of, and then the
So
next day
and
Then
then
the
we
next
all
day
go to sleep.
yeah, so the next day after we get the dress, like I said, it had to be hung up because it was wrinkly, but
Hold on, let's start with my secret mission
oh my
starter.
god,
Oh, that
okay.
was hilarious.
So, Marie likes her Starbucks.
Marie just needs a good M Mar
You're talking about now?
Marie just needs a good cup of coffee in the morning. It
So
doesn't have to be Starbucks. Let's not
so
make
I
me
I get
bougie.
on the app and I go, "Oh, hey, there's a Starbucks walking distance from the hotel we're at." And I go, "I'll just walk over there and I'll get everyone Starbucks roll."
Everyone, meaning him and Marie. He did not bring me one back, by the way.
and I'm not a
So
coffee
Ray doesn't
drinker.
drink coffee.
I'm walking towards it and I'm starting to realize it's kind of behind these walls and it's kind of in this really ritzy, nice resort. And so this lady was out for a jog and she had her key card on her and she hits the security gate, which should have been sign number
Clue number
one,
1.
clue number one. And so I just kind of, piggyback in. I'm sorry.
Instead of
Where's
having to go over to another door to get in, you're
yeah.
like, "Oh, I'll just walk in
I
this
was
door."
walking this way, and I'm like and she's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I'm just going to the Starbucks." And she's like, "Oh, it's over there." And I was like, "Okay." So I walk over there while I pass a Rolls Royce, an Aston Martin, a Bentley. I sent you all pictures of these.
Yeah.
I'm starting to look clue number 2
Should have been clue number 2.
that I might not be in the right place. And then I look around and I'm like, this is a pretty fancy hotel."
Lot fancier than we're staying
A
in.
lot fancier than we're staying at. So I walk over to the Starbucks and I put in my order and
Well, you were sitting there making
yeah,
conversation
make a
with the old lady.
conversation and then I overhear people talking about, their yacht he just bought and I was like,
Clue number 3.
clue number 3, okay. And then I go to pay and the lady was like, "Oh no, we just charged it to your rooms on your room card." And I was like, "Don't have one of those."
So
And
the old lady gave
yeah,
her
the
room
old lady
card.
behind me that I was talking to kinda realized I was not supposed to be there and
Yeah,
paid for my
your
our
drinks.
our our drinks, and she was like, "Are you staying here?" And I'm like, "No, I'm in the hotel," and she's like, "This is a private, resort." Um,
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, "Oh, clue number 4."
Well, I don't think it's no longer a clue at that point,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, that's
Case is
slap up across your face.
case
Yeah,
has been
case
solved.
case has been solved. I'm not supposed to be there, and she's like, "Yeah, there's a security guard out front that probably shouldn't have let you in," and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't come in through the front door."
All in all, the lady didn't
She
care. I
probably
She
thought
mean,
didn't
you
care.
she
She was
probably thought
fine.
you were a male gigolo or something.
Yeah.
Exactly come in that way.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah, and I was like so I just grabbed my coffee and just kinda walked right by, walked right out the front door, past the security guard, and I was like and he just looks at me, and I was like, "Oh, hey, see you tomorrow."
I did
so
not allow him to do it again, folks, okay? It's just
no,
for the record.
so yeah, he brings coffee back and Marie's like, "Well, where's the Colts?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't know what her order was."
And
So
then she's like, "Can you go back?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't."
I didn't say, "Can you go back?"
No,
I did, I
she
did.
did,
I
and
said,
I was like
"Can you
Oh.
go
"Well,
back?"
let me tell you what
Well,
exactly."
yeah, because this is before he told us what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, I'm like, "I don't think, they're gonna let me back in."
Yeah, yeah, so all right, now it's time.
Now it's
So
time.
Marie and I had to go to 2 different places because lo and behold, it was also, prom season down there. We had no idea when we went to try to find a place
The
to do our
few
hair and
the
makeup.
few Altas that I was able to find that had appointments left literally only had
What a point.
1 in the time frames that we needed, that we would have been
Yeah,
able to make it there and get made up and back to the ceremony on time, so we had to
yeah.
divide and conquer.
So mine was over an hour away. I had to
Yeah,
drive.
you had to drive down to Miami.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I only made 1 wrong turn. It wasn't even a wrong turn. It was just I literally had to make a loop on the interstate. So,
And I have to preface this by saying there were 2 reasons and that Nicole, was the one elected to drive further away. 1, I can drive. I'm not a bad driver. I don't like to drive. I work from home.
She's a passenger princess.
When I have to drive myself someplace, total road rage. I did not think that this was a good idea. So, plus I also am just don't like to get up and get moving,
and my
especially
appointment was earlier.
yeah, and Nicole's appointment was earlier. So, I
And I'm used to driving because I drive an hour
Nicole
to and
drives
from
to
work.
and from work, to and from
Yeah.
work. She drives her mom-mobile like nobody's business. So, I elected her to be the one to do the
We
driving,
both agreed on it. I didn't mind at
and
all, but
I took an Uber.
hers was like, what, 20 minutes away in an
Fif
Uber, if that?
15 15, 20 tops.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15, 20
Meanwhile,
tops.
the boys
Oh gosh.
Had
So
Oh,
their bachelor party.
yeah, our one rule was do not show up to the ceremony drunk or hungover. That was our one rule.
we
So
we
we weren't
we
drunk.
we weren't
They
drunk.
weren't drunk,
they weren't hungover,
these
but
clowns decided to play a joke on us, so while Nicole
So
And
and I are
neither
s
one of you bit it
yeah.
no.
whatsoever.
well, we
Yeah.
were kind of busy with people coming at our face with brushes.
Yeah,
So
and turned out the
So
joke was actually on they played the joke on themselves because Nicole and I didn't bite, and they were expecting the 2 of us to both come
yeah.
at them, and it didn't
yeah.
happen. I
So
was like, "Whatever." I
Ray
saw
and I decided to walk down to a local beach bar by the hotel, and it just happens the Fort Lauderdale Air Show was going on. So we got to see the Thunderbirds in their demonstration flight and stuff like that, which was really cool. And then we just, one drink led to another, and the joke that we decided to play was we asked the waitress for 10 shot glasses, and they filled them with water, and we took a picture of us drinking.
Peace.
Yeah, a piece. And we're like, "People were celebrating our bachelor party." Wink, wink, nod, nod, and so, we sent them a picture of us taking shots, which was water, but it looked like liquor.
looked
Looked
like
like
vodka
vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
or tequila.
silver tequila,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 and we're like, "Let's see how fast they respond," and none of them, neither
Both
of
of
you
them looked
responded.
and didn't say a word, and it's like, either they're like, "They're not that stupid," or, "I'll kill them when we get back to the hotel."
Yeah,
That's gotta be one of the 2.
it's one of those 2.
We looked at it and set it right back down. I was like, I'm not dealing with that right now."
Pretty much the same. I was scrolling through and I was like, that's nice."
So what they did ask, so as soon as they got back to the hotel, Marie was the first one back, and Marie was like, "How drunk are you?" And I was like, "Ha ha, gotcha."
Yeah, and then I walk in, I was like, "Well, guess I'm driving to the ceremony."
We only had 3 drinks.
Yeah, so, uh, we're ready, and Marie didn't get her hair done up the way that she thought she was going to, decided just to do a little curl to it. Mine was up a little bit, had some curls hanging down. We both looked very beautiful.
And by the way,
Yes.
we were on time
We
for the
were on
ceremony.
time. Yeah.
Everybody was dressed very nice,
And everyone was beautiful.
Well,
beautiful,
Charlie
and
had
we
to
were on time.
park like 2 blocks away whenever he found a
Yeah,
parking
because of the
spot.
air show thing
Yeah.
was just ending.
And
Well,
then
and parking really in that area
Yeah.
is just not good.
not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And his dumbass decided to walk back on the beach because he thought it was gonna be quicker.
Yeah,
He
my calves were feeling that because ended up being like a quarter mile or
Yeah, it
on the
the
beach.
beach that we were on, the sand, it was forgiving, but it was like a hard forgive. Like, it
Yeah,
was like a
yeah,
it I don't know, when you stepped, it was like a hard
yeah,
down, like, it wasn't a soft down, like
yeah,
yeah, if you've been to a beach, you understand what I'm saying.
yeah. It was my calves definitely got a workout.
Yeah,
Uh,
so, we get there, and it's a beautiful beach, of course, there's still, people there on the beach,
mhm,
because it is a public beach.
yeah,
We met with, our ceremony people through
Mermaid Beach Weddings.
Mermaid
Mermaid
Beach
Beach
Weddings,
Weddings.
if
They
you highly recommended.
Absolutely,
They've
so
given
They
us
definitely did a
permission
great
to
job.
use, to mention them. I did pick them, 1, because they got good reviews, but also because they were LGBTQ friendly, and I thought, well, if they don't have any experience with this
with, like,
type of
quad
ceremony, like a
yeah,
quad commitment ceremony,
they were pretty
they're still
excited to do
going
it
to
too.
be open to it, and they not only were they open to it, but they were very excited.
We were there
We
first.
were there first, and, yeah, and
They did a great job. So Chloe was our
officiant.
officiant, very sweet girl. She did a great job. Nick was our photographer. He did an
Also
amazing
great
job.
guy.
Yeah,
Both of them were very full of life and clearly interested in making this as easy and as lovely as it possibly could be, for us, including the wind was, let's just say I had curls in my hair when I stepped out of the car. I no longer had any.
but you can't see either one of our curls in our pictures. Like, there's
That's how
no.
bad the wind was
Yeah, it
blowing.
was pretty bad.
and it's just hit or miss on the beach. You never know what
Yeah,
the wind's gonna
Yeah.
be like.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just thankful that it didn't rain, but we were prepared for the rain because we were just gonna go through it, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
basically it was gonna be, if it's raining and we're still here together, just
Yep.
like life.
And honestly, it
Yeah.
was a little tiny bit overcast, but overall, it was a beautiful, the weather was beautiful overall, other than the wind.
Yeah.
And it actually wasn't too terribly hot.
No, not at all. That's what I was a little worried about
Mhm.
too, because 'cause I'm a little on the bigger side, so I sweat easily.
Yeah. Well, we're
And
also,
yeah, I mean, I had to touch up my
Nicole's
lipstick.
perimenopausal. I'm in the
Yeah.
heat of it, and I don't do well with extreme temperatures any longer.
Yeah. No, it was a great ceremony. They did an
Yeah,
amazing job.
we
They were
did.
very curious and wanted to, they asked us lots of information, was
Mhm.
very accepting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now you should have seen some of the people on the beach trying to figure out
About what
what
the
the
heck
hell
was
was going
going
yeah,
on.
on, but,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people were like, "Are they marrying? Who's what?"
what?
I
Yeah,
know.
because I mean, during the ceremony we switched spots a couple times, and
Yeah,
because the way it was, like, Ray and Charlie, were up at the altar per se,
yeah.
and
They put a heart in the sand,
4 tiki
4
torches.
tiki torches that
yeah, of
were,
course, they weren't lit
decorated
because of
with
the wind.
flowers. Yeah, they wouldn't have stayed lit
No, not at
anyhow.
all.
Yeah.
And then Marie and I walked down together.
Mhm.
I walked on Ray's side and Marie walked on Charlie's side. Yeah, and then at one point we switched in the middle of the ceremony, so you had some really confused looks on people's
Yeah.
faces.
So we did a beautiful so let's talk about ceremony. So we broke the ceremony up. I actually wrote most of the ceremony, which
Yeah, so they sent us what they normally do, and we changed a lot of it
yeah,
to
yeah.
ourselves. Yeah,
And, they loved it so much that they're gonna use it as a template, going
if they ever
forward
have it before.
in other
Again,
quads.
We
yeah.
wrote our
So,
own vows, which was
yeah.
one of the things that we had done earlier in the day.
Yeah,
Um,
so
Ray
I
got to learn how to use, ChatGPT.
or Copilot, I'm not sure
Copilot.
which one he used, but
Copilot.
yeah, and then
I'm so
Charlie
proud of you. You were
He
So
did.
He
hard on that co-pilot.
He's not a very tech savvy person either. Charlie had to teach Ray how to do it, but it's fine because I was trying to explain it to him, and he's like, it's fine. I'll just write it." And I was like, "No, Charlie, go teach him how to do
And
this."
not that we used the exact words, like, I
No,
combined a
yeah.
couple of different things from a
Change
couple
word,
different,
yeah.
responses that I got and made it my own, but
We all did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Charlie had wrote something, and we kinda saw it, we didn't read it, but there was, like, 3 or 4 sentences, and we were like, you need to work some more on that."
Okay.
And so Charlie's also is typed out and ours is written on hotel
Hotel paper.
paper,
Like the
those
little well, Ray had to go
tiny
downstairs and ask
tiny
for
little
the
pads of paper, okay?
yeah.
So and I have horrible handwriting. I've been told multiple times that I should have just gone ahead and been a doctor. I have horrible handwriting. It's everywhere. Nobody else can read it. Sometimes I can't read it myself. So I had to write them and then rewrite them to make sure that I was going to be able to.
I ended up writing mine on the back of what I originally
Yeah, and
wrote.
on the back of the ceremony because he printed out the ceremony, I guess in case they forgot theirs or something.
I was prepared.
He was trying to be prepared, like, "Here, I've got it for you." But yeah, we
Um,
wrote our own
so
vows,
we did the
and
vows,
Yep,
that was great. It was I teared up a couple
me
times.
and then
too.
we did rings. We got beautiful rings.
Yeah, that was a little bit more of a not a
Yeah.
hassle,
We
but a
we
little bit
planned
more
we
than we
we
You could
planned
tell
it
we did
out,
not
but we
we
Practice
didn't
that.
didn't
practice it.
practice.
Yeah.
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 there was no
We
rehearsal.
did Ray's knot ceremony,
Yeah.
and
Which
we
we did
practiced that a couple
practice.
times.
However, pretty sure I still messed it up, but
It's
I
okay.
tied a knot. That's what I told Ray. I tied a knot. I don't know if it's the knot you wanted me to tie, but I tied one.
And that's all that
And that's
matters.
all that matters, and not
Yeah.
and Chloe and Nick, the photographer, he thought that was really cool and got some really cool pictures of it and of us doing it.
Yeah.
And then we did our sand ceremony of
Yeah.
mixing of the sand,
We
and
put
so
sand in so they had, like,
a little
and I know
heart
you
shape.
see them whenever you go to, like, festivals and stuff, they have, like, the colored sand
Yeah.
for the kids to put in the little glass things, so they had a heart one for us, and we each picked up a handful of sand from the beach that we did the ceremony on, and we all put it in the
Mhm.
bottle,
Yep.
so did that.
Did that. That
We
was
did
great.
the rock throwing.
Mhm.
So we all picked up a pebble. Supposedly, it's more of a rock from the beach. Well, actually, I think Nick handed them
Nick
to
handed it
us.
to us,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we threw them out into the water. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure what that symbolized.
I believe it's supposed to be symbolizing not throwing away, but casting away our past lives to enter our
Okay,
new lives
fair enough.
together.
Yeah. So overall, it was great. Great ceremony, great pictures. We finally got the pictures back,
Yeah,
and the pictures turned out awesome. Can't
yeah.
wait to work on those and get those in a book.
Mm-hmm.
When we get back to the car, and guess what's on the car?
A
Dun,
ticket,
dun,
A parking
dun.
parking ticket.
ticket.
Well, you
Or
were
a whole
like,
Classic.
whopping, like, what,
15 minutes
15
late.
minutes over.
yeah, because he had to walk all the way back. At this time he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm taking the street." He gets there, and I think they're sitting there waiting because our car was the last
Yeah.
car. Yeah, and yeah, there's a parking ticket on there, so
So, yeah, so we got a parking ticket
yeah.
for
And
a
then we went
commitment
to
ceremony.
dinner.
We went to an awesome dinner,
Oh my god, it was so good.
confused the hell out of the waitress. So you guys got married? Like, who got married?
We
All
all got married.
4 of
Yeah.
us committed to each
What was the
other.
name of the restaurant?
The
The
boathouse?
The
boatyard.
Boathouse.
The
Very
boatyard.
good.
The
The
boatyard.
Boatyard.
Boatyard, yes. Very good food.
It was very
Very good.
good. I think my favorite Brussels
Yeah, I was gonna
I think my
say the
favorite
Brussels
was
sprouts were still my
Ray's
favorite.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
The Brussels sprouts were delicious. Everything that we had was
Everything was great.
delicious. Ray and I had fish. I don't remember exactly what type of fish I had,
Ray
but it
had
was good.
swordfish.
Ray had swordfish, and you 2
I
land lovers had
Charlie and I had
Yeah,
bolognese.
bolognese.
Yeah,
yeah,
and it was very
The
good.
Wagyu bolognese.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Wagyu bolognese, and it
Yeah.
was very good.
It was very
Yeah.
good,
It was really good.
because I specifically gave the I shouldn't have said the it was kinda more like a command that I will be eating fish and seafood mostly this entire trip, so
Which you did not. You did a couple
I
times,
did
but
mostly.
She
did
did
you?
most of
Yeah,
it, yeah.
I did
Oh,
mostly.
Yeah.
until we got on the cruise, yeah.
No, even when we got on the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Anyway, so
So, yeah, so ceremony's over, dinner's over. It was a great day.
mhm.
Uh, kind of exhausting, actually.
So exhausting
It
that
definitely was.
I mean, the gentlemen, as always, were looking for
Playtime.
playtime. Nicole and I were exhausted.
We're like, "This isn't
I
happening."
definitely know that these 2 don't understand, how exhausting, even when somebody else is doing it for you, hair and makeup is.
Yeah.
That in itself, just I was tired afterwards, but
And I
Nicole and
literally
I
no, hold on. I was literally like, "Guys, I'm sorry. I know it's our wedding night, but you're not getting anything."
and then
And
we
then I
changed
gave
our
in.
minds.
And then
Not
we gave in.
us.
We're like
Not
I
us.
literally looked over at Marie. I was like, "Ugh, they're not gonna give up. Let's just do it." I know, so sweet, right?
Yeah,
Ugh. And
so that
then
was our commitment ceremony, and we loved it, and we loved the
absolutely.
day, and the next day we got on a cruise, which we will talk about in our next podcast, but we did get a couple questions. Um, what was the best part of the ceremony for each of you?
Hey, honestly, I couldn't point out one thing except for the vow part. Like, that really
Mhm.
touched me. Like, I started tearing up with Charlie's, and I even teared up on my own whenever I was reading it, so I think the vows.
Yeah, I would have to say that the vows were the most important part of the ceremony to me too. I was very touched by everyone's vows. I teared up several times. We have a great picture of me looking lovingly at Ray
Mhm.
while he was reading his, and then I would say also I had a lot of fun, although I was exhausted by the time we were done. I did have a lot of fun in the pictures because we
That's
didn't
what I was
just
gonna
do
say.
serious ones, we did some funny ones
Yeah.
too,
Yeah, we
Yeah.
but
did.
overall, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
our photographer, Nick, helped make that fun, like, yeah,
Absolutely.
He did a great
yeah,
Yeah.
I
job.
love
yeah,
the vows too, but the pictures to me were so much fun.
Yeah.
We had so much fun
And
with pictures.
it wasn't all about serious,
Yeah.
like Marie was saying, like a regular wedding. It was like, "Okay, get these people in, get that people out, la, la, la." It literally was just it was about the 4 of us.
yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the vows, because it gave a little bit more insight of, like, how everyone felt.
Mhm.
Um,
I
like,
even put a joke in mine, and none of y'all laughed about it.
you did, kinda serious in thinking with each of the vows, at least
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me. And also the rope ceremony, spent a
Yes,
bit of time
Yeah.
that was
tying all of
beautiful, and
that.
we have some beautiful pictures of it, and
Yeah.
we can
We can post
those
those.
we can share.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Mhm.
Ray worked very hard on that for a very long
Yeah.
time,
Yes.
put a lot of thought and work into it.
Mhm.
Yes, a lot
So
of
that
thought.
turned out really well.
Yeah. And then we got asked who performed the ceremony, and I think this is more like, how did we get somebody to perform the ceremony? Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get legally married. This was a
Right,
commitment
Right.
right. There was a
ceremony.
commitment ceremony. There is not but
Yeah.
one county and one state, I believe in the United States that
Yeah, and
allows
we're not.
actual
Polyamory, yeah.
Yeah.
polygamy,
Yeah.
which is
I
when
don't
you're
think it's
married
polygam
well, no, when you're
Married
legally
to.
I
married to
know.
more
Yeah.
than one person, that's considered
Yeah.
polygamy. We are
Yeah,
not
But
but I think
polygamists.
it's up in Massachusetts somewhere. So, yeah,
yes,
Uh,
we're not
somewhere.
legally married.
yeah,
Guys, we committed to each
Yeah,
other.
yes.
it was
We're
commitment
committed to each other,
ceremony,
yes.
and we found actually, Marie found these people, who are, like she said, are, diverse in their clientele, and they do LGBTQs, A, B, C,
LGBTQ.
D,
LGBTQ
whatever.
here. I
Um,
know it's hard. The more letters we've added to it, but it's
um,
it's hard to
It's the
remember them all.
LGBTQ plus.
Yes.
yes,
Yes, it is
there you go.
plus now. Thank you. Yes.
And they came very well
Yeah, I started
reviewed,
Googling
and
places
they were very
and
nice, and
Mhm.
like I said, I wrote most of the ceremony, and we had you guys then I had the rest of the quad kinda chip in a little bit,
yeah.
Mhm.
They
because
called us beforehand, asked us what our preferences were.
mhm,
Right, they had us
Yeah.
we didn't say, we walked in to "I Do" by Mark Willis. That was my choice. I was
mhm,
like, "I really think that this is what we need to do." And then we walked out to "We Are Family."
yep,
Yeah.
Yeah, Cool in the Gang.
cooling.
Yep.
Little hit
So
from my time.
Yeah, yeah, so it was Mermaid Beach Weddings, if
yep,
you guys are looking for something, it's in the Fort Lauderdale area. They have a couple beaches that they use, and our officiant was Chloe, who
mhm,
did an amazing job, and Nick did a great
great
job
job,
on
awesome
the
job.
pictures.
Yep.
So
So yeah, so with that, we'll, we'll do shit swingers say, and we have a host of them over the next couple podcasts from the ceremony and the cruise. But
Yeah.
this one is all on Marie.
But
Yeah, well,
Nicole's the one that said it,
Yeah.
so
yeah, so, as we're sitting, having a drink, and Marie realizes that she has forgotten her dress, this sound that came out of her mouth was like, literally, that's what it sounded like, and I literally, after we figured everything out, I was like, "Marie, I've heard a lot of sounds come from you, and I've never heard something like that come out of your mouth."
Shit swingers say right there.
Shit slinger say.
So, like I mentioned on our next episode, we're gonna go day by our cruise and our honeymoon that we took and had a blast. Little teaser. We'll dive into our Jamaica police escort.
Gosh.
Oh gosh, that was so much
no,
fun.
none of us committed a crime.
No.
None
But
of us, anyway.
yeah, none of us. Yeah. Thank you all for listening, and remember to check out our website, thepolyquadlife.com, and follow us on our Facebook page. Have a great evening, everyone.
Bye.
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 The polyquad life is a journey into a world that loves knows no limits, where swinging fun meets love, hearts entwined.